manifesting in three entities. So would you say that notion is then correct?
I didn't hear you. Repeat. Just say it a little slower.
Okay. No, I'm just asking you to reiterate, okay? To reiterate. So then you would say then, would you reiterate then that God manifesting himself in three entities, nonetheless is one
No,
being?
no, no.
God is one unified being, one being, okay? And that each of the distinctions can and do manifest themselves to humanity within the course of time, okay? So when the Son is manifesting himself, it is not the same thing as the Father manifesting himself. But both the Father and the Son, okay, Christ, being distinct seats of intellect, are nonetheless unified as one being.
By one being, you would acknowledge, wouldn't you, that God is one spirit, not three spirits. So, correct?
God is one being. God is a unified being who subsists internally of a plurality of distinctions.
I understand, but I'm just saying, Scripture says God is spirit, quote unquote. So God is a spirit being, not a material one. You would accept that, I'm sure. Right? So since God is spirit, it's unarguable. The Bible's clear about that. I'm glad to hear you say you agree. So God is spirit. So since God is spirit, though, he is one spirit, but not three spirits, though. Isn't that correct? The spirit refers to that God is, it doesn't exist as a material entity. That whatever his essence is, it is non-material. But so what I'm getting at is this, I guess. Human beings are a spirit and a flesh bound together, right? That's what we are. We're spirit and flesh. God breathed the breath of life in the flesh, which is spirit, into Adam, and he became a living soul. He's not living without life, which is in spirit, not flesh. So he was a spirit and a flesh, and that's what you and I are. God is spirit, but no flesh, which is spirit is referring to some substance or essence. That is not true. That's correct. Yeah, okay, right. So God is one spirit, though, not three spirits. When you agree? Well, you have to be careful when we talk about one spirit, okay? Okay, the unity is referring to the overall quantitativeness. Okay, but spirit is referring to essence. Okay, so let me ask it in a different way then. Would you agree that the spirit that was bound to the flesh, which was Jesus of Nazareth, is the same spirit that is God? It's not a created one.
Which resides within the unity of the three seats of intellect manifested in human form that we refer to as Jesus.
Okay, that's not really answering my question. I agree with you that the mind of Jesus is not equal to the mind of the Father because Jesus didn't know the hour of his coming, his second coming, right?
That's referring to his human knowledge.
Yeah, so God has made a mental distinction between the Son and the Father. I accept that. I agree with that.
Well, you have to understand in the hypostatic union.
Can I ask the question?
Jesus has both a divine nature and a human nature. His not having knowledge of the time is a limitation of his human nature.
I understand that. What I'm getting at, though, is that the life force that was in Jesus that animated his flesh was God himself and not one created by God. Like you and I have a mortal spirit created by God. We are not eternal.
When you say God himself, are you talking about God qualitatively or quantitatively?
Well, I don't really see how it matters. The question is simple.
Well, it does matter because
it really
if you hold to
it doesn't matter.
I'm trying. It does matter because if you
I've
hold,
asked my question.
Why do you keep on interrupting me when I'm trying to answer you? Okay.
You interrupted me 3 times while I was asking the question, Darth.
You know, you try to answer somebody keeps on being rude and cutting me off. Okay.
I believe you were cutting him off. He was still trying to ask his question.
Hey, Speedy, you have trolled before. Now, if you persist in your past trolling like you're doing right now, I will send a notification to the founder for them to issue the code that will permanently ban you from this room. Okay? Which means you'll have to get another account to get in here. So
sure, if that makes you happy, do that. But it's very weird. It's only with you. I have problems with all the other.
obviously either mommy and daddy didn't do a very good job with you. Oh, and the troll runs away. He trolls again.